I'm Christine Persichetti. Two students from the Diocese of Brooklyn are raising awareness about hunger and food insecurity. The girls, who are best friends, created a nonprofit that raises money for food pantries at St. Athanasius and St. Brendan's. And while they're giving back, they are also getting something priceless in return. Jessica Easthope reports from Bay Ridge.
We have to go back to the tuxedo shop and the restaurant.
Angelina and Gianna are the shy girls in class. But when they're out pounding the pavement, all that changes.
This is our business card. This is the number that you can call.
And that's you?
Yes, it's me.
They're bold for a good cause, raising money for the St. Athanasius Food Pantry with their nonprofit, Care to Create.
That food has to support their family, which can be up to 4 people, maybe more. So it's very difficult for them. Here at St. Athanasius, people always say thank you, and it just really feels nice.
Every Monday this summer, the girls have gone door to door to door at private businesses in Bay Ridge asking for donations. They feel pulled to help out and make a push for others to do the same. Because food insecurity is rampant.
Thank you.
St. Athanasius Food Pantry feeds 1,600 people a month. Many are newly arrived migrants, but funds are dwindling. Last year, they were given $36,000 to spend. This year, it dropped to below $12,000, all while 66,000 more people are walking the streets of New York City.
Hi, ladies. Hi, beautiful.
Charlotte Montgomery, the director of the St. A's Food Pantry, says Angelina and Gianna are making a difference.
When they come, they hands-on with everything. It's like, what can we do? And that's just a blessing.
And clients say seeing the next generation gives them hope.
It is hard for people to eat. It makes me feel happy to see them helping.
The girls, who have been best friends for 10 years, now go to different Catholic academies in Brooklyn, but still work together. They started Care to Create as a way to help with their social anxiety.
I am definitely more outgoing. I'm able to start a conversation. I'm able to hold conversations. I'm able to use those skills to make friendships.
Angelina's mom, Jessica Aviles, tags along when the girls fundraise, but she lets them take the lead and doesn't step in, even when they get pushback.
They're going to face rejection through their entire lives, and this is a way for them to learn how to deal with that rejection and in a respectful manner.
Some days it seems like hunger is unstoppable, but the girls are showing everyone and themselves what it means to never give up. In Bensonhurst, Jessica Easthope, Currents News.
If you'd like to help St. Athanasius feed the community, they're asking for donations of pop-top canned goods, including soups, meat, and fruit, as well as boxed cereal, oatmeal packets, instant coffee, tea bags, and crackers. Donations can be dropped off at St. Athanasius, located at 6115 Bay Parkway, inside the church at the St. Joseph's altar to the right of the main altar. Or you can make a donation at the girls' website, caretocreate.org. and click on donate. Pope Francis is continuing to urge us to care for the environment. The Holy Father has announced he's writing a second part to his 2015 encyclical Laudato Si. The new writing, according to the pontiff, will update the document to cover current issues. The Holy Father said we must never forget that the younger generations are entitled to receive from us a beautiful and livable world, and that this invests us with grave duties toward the creation we have received from God's generous hands. Now to Hawaii, where President Joe Biden and the First Lady are seeing firsthand the devastation from the wildfires in Maui. They took an aerial tour of the island to see the extent of the damage in the historic town of Lahaina. Biden also met with survivors, first responders, and local officials. The president has assigned FEMA official Bob Fenton to coordinate a long-term federal response. Fenton has been on the ground since the fires began earlier this month. Crews are still combing through debris as hundreds of people remain unaccounted for. Meanwhile, one Hawaiian man says God helped him save his grandmother from the fire. Paele Kayakona traveled 13 miles by car and bicycle to warn his grandma, who lived in Lahaina, about the oncoming wildfires. The 28-year-old says he got her to leave about a half hour before her home was destroyed by the flames. He says he felt as if God had his hand on his shoulder, helping him to save his family. In the wake of the disaster in Maui, I spoke with the Bishop of Honolulu, Larry Silva, who, in addition to asking for your prayers, said if anyone wants to help, you can go to the Diocese of Honolulu's website. That's CatholicHawaii.org. You'll see a button labeled Support the Maui Wildfire Relief Efforts on the bottom right. Meanwhile, in Southern California, Tropical Storm Hilary battered the region, triggering massive mudslides, forcing firefighters to flee for their lives. Fortunately, no one was injured. And the area was also hit this weekend with a magnitude 5.1 earthquake. A security camera at a restaurant near the epicenter captured the moment it struck. The shaking was felt all across Los Angeles. Pope Francis called the mother of a young man who died after returning home from World Youth Day. The 24-year-old Italian died after contracting a bacterial staph infection while he was in Portugal. His hometown declared a day of mourning, and flags were flown at half-staff for Luca Re Sartu. The Bishop of Milan said the Pope and Luca's mom cried together. The mother told Bishop Raimondi that the Holy Father comforted her as if he were her dad. Floyd Bennett Field has been approved to be used to house migrants seeking asylum. Governor Kathy Hochul says the lease was signed today after federal officials gave the green light. However, Hochul says the state will likely pay for the facility. That's on top of the $20 million that the state is already giving to New York City to help the more than 30,000 asylum seekers. The Brooklyn Cyclones honored the memory of a young girl from the diocese who was a shining light in her community. Gianna Marie Gambino lost her battle with osteosarcoma just months shy of her 13th birthday in 2021. On Sunday, the Cyclones wore golden jerseys with sunflowers to honor Gianna and raise awareness and money for pediatric cancer research through the Gianna Effect Foundation, which was established by her family. And before we go, do you have a story idea or want to share a tip? Email us at newstips@desalesmedia.org or call our 24-hour number. That's 718-517-3122. That is this Currents News Update. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thank you for joining us because we are putting your faith in the news. Hope to see you again next time.